We're live. Yay. How does it get any better than this? So welcome, Dr. David Kubes.
Hello and good morning to Australia.
Yes. So where are you at the moment? You're in Vienna, Austria.
Yes, I'm in Vienna and it's 9:30 p.m. here.
Okay, yeah, a nice early 5:30 a.m. here for me. So we've got some rapid fire questions because you are a Joy of Business facilitator and you do classes around the world as much as you possibly can at the moment, but you do have classes online. So we have some questions I wanted to ask you. First of all, what is Joy of Business for you?
Joy of Business for me is the foundation of a business that brings you joy, money, and excitement every day.
And what made you choose to be a Joy of Business facilitator?
Well, I went to a Joy of Business evening taster many, many years ago and asked one single question. And from that day on, my entire way of running my businesses, including a law firm, which is very solid business, completely changed. And I got the ease that all these tools can bring to businesses. So later I said, well, I need to share that. I can't be egoistic and keep it to myself. I need to share that.
Let me ask you a question. Do you remember what that question was that you asked?
Yes, I said I wanted to stop being the bottleneck of my law firm, of my companies. And I remember, and you said, ask for people to show up who are better than you in certain areas. And I was like, what?
Yeah, that's a great tool.
Great.
One of the first classes I ever went to with Gary Douglas, who's the founder of Access Consciousness in San Francisco. It was my first class I ever traveled to with Access, was a business class. And I was sitting in the front row, and that's what he said to me. He said that, like I was hiring people who I had the point of view that no one could do the business as well as me. So that's what I was hiring. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I went home, re-looked at all the staff and everything so that I could travel. Same thing as you. I desired to have the freedom in my business.
Exactly. And this is what I'm enjoying now. And I love it.
Yeah. Well, and we get it when we get it. So,
Yeah.
So what's your go-to tool with business?
A go-to tool? What do you mean by go-to tool?
Go-to, like what's your favorite tool with business?
Oh, my favorite tool with business is actually it's not a single tool. It's the sum total of what else is possible. It's this ongoing, keeping yourself in ongoing creation mode. Stop or backward just doesn't exist. It's just ongoing. What else is possible? Left, right, up, down. It's just no matter what, just keep going.
So continuously being in the question.
Exactly. Oh, that was very nice. Yes.
So what is your favorite tool with money?
My favorite tool with money, oh my God, it is actually making money work for me rather than me working for money.
So do you like money?
I love and adore it.
Yeah. And how relevant do you think it is for people to actually create money to enjoy money?
Well, I get it. It is. Money is the most dominant energy on our planet at the moment. But instead of making us smaller than money, we could actually acknowledge that and have fun with it and engage with it and make it work. Not fighting against it, not making it bigger than us. Money is omnipresent. It's everywhere. It is dominant, and it rules the world. So let's have fun with it.
Well, but I also get that we are the source of creation. I see so many people give themselves up for money, and I know what you're talking about too, David, is more how do we use the money to our advantage, like around the world, because we are the ones who create what shows up next. As you mentioned with being in question, it's like we're the ones who choose.
Yes, and I mean, look back in history, 4,000-5,000 years, money is an invention by mankind to make trading easier. So what was first in nature? It was the creation. It was our ability to create, our desire for more. curiosity, all that was first. Money long later came on as something to make trading easier. So why would we suddenly turn it around? Money was never the source of creation, never ever in the history of mankind. So why would we ever change that? Let's make money work for us.
Yeah, I like
That's
what you
my
said
point of
there
view.
too. It's like to create it to be easier. And what if that's what we could use it as? Just use money to be create our life and our business to be easier. It's like what could you
and that actually leads me to joy of business, because the purpose of running a business is having fun in life, not making money. Because once you have fun in life, money is just the side product. You don't have to worry about that anymore.
I totally agree, David. And we have definitely seen that show up. That's for sure. We have a hell of a lot of fun around the world.
Yes.
So what would you like to change in the world with Access Consciousness and the Joy of Business tools?
Well, if I had a wish, I wish people would start following what's fun and joy for them, and being that excitement that they truly are. It's this waking up in the morning with a big smile on their face and going, wow, let's start creating. That's what I want to see more out there in the world. And the tools, especially of Joy of Business, they are a key element to get there, because you can change any situation. It cannot be too stuck. You can change everything. You can turn everything that's stuck, that's solid, that's heavy, into something that works for you. And if people get that they have the power to change and create the life that they truly desire, we would have more happy people on our planet, and I would truly enjoy
more happy
that.
people.
Yes.
So if someone's listening to this right now, David, and their mindset is more like, well, that's fine, other people can have that, but I can't choose that. It's like, what's a tool or something that they could start with and they could begin with to change their reality?
Well, what I would suggest people who think they can't have it, well, why don't you try it out with a baby step and see how that works? Just to get over your point of view, it is possible. People sometimes think to make a change, it has to be something really significant, this big move, this world-changing one-time thing. No, it's one little baby step. You could, if you are an employee, use a question when you go to the office. Ask that question. Be in question while you go there. Do something different, and then be present with how your day went. And you will see how different it is once you change your own point of view. And there are questions. You could start with the basics. You say 10 times in the morning, everything in life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Or when someone is angry, you ask them a question. You act instead of reacting. You are interesting point of view. You just start playing with all these basic tools of Access Consciousness and Joy of Business, and just watch how the reality around you is melting.
I like that you said just start, because that's pretty much what it is. It's like just start. And the mantra of Access Consciousness is all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And you can use it for absolutely everything. And as David suggested, just start like 10 times in the morning, 10 times at night. And I've got a tool that I would like to add as well with just starting. When you wake up in the morning, if you're not happy, what if you just started by changing that? Because as David mentioned before, it's like, you know what, money becomes this byproduct of what you create when you're actually having fun and joy in your business. So if you wake up, you're not happy, just ask, all right, so what would actually make me happy right now? It's like you get to choose it. You get to choose happy. Happiness is just a choice. So David, you have a class coming up, and where can people find you?
Well, I am a brand new Joy of Business facilitator, so they find me on accessjoyofbusiness.com under the upcoming classes. I have a profile on accessconsciousness.com/David Kubes. And I have my own website now where I have all my classes listed. It's drdavidkubes.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And what's your Instagram handle?
Dr. David Kubes.
Dr. David Kubes. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's where you can find Dr. David Kubes. And he does have a class, a Business Done Different, a 3-day class starting in a couple of days, is it?
May 8th on Friday, yes.
May 8th on Friday. So join him because he's brilliant. I absolutely adore you, David. I love that I get to know you even more and more and more, and that you've become a friend of mine, and that we get to play in the world together. And hopefully I get to see you sometime soon. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, David.
Thank you, Simone. Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.